The mind control the body, not the body controlling the mind.
Get off of him! Get off of him! Get on down there! Move! Move it!
While the experts set modest goals for the Dallas Cowboys in 1991, the team did not. And the sounds of summer camp reverberated with equal amounts of bashing and brash predictions.
There's a great heritage here, and we can sell that to our players, that being a Dallas Cowboy in the next 1990s and being the team of the 90s is going to be a special thing.
If you went through the year virtually injury-free and did not make the playoffs, would that be a crushing blow?
It won't happen. We'll be in the playoffs.
The outlandish statements trumpeted in July became December's outrageous reality.
Let's go, Superman! Playmaker! Come get with it, play! Come get with it!
When no one else believed, the Cowboys kept a faith that was never broken. The boys of summer became men in winter and swept into the playoffs.
Waits and hangs on 3 yards deep, runs it out. Cuts at the 15, a hole at the 20. He's got the kicker to beat at the 30. He's got a block at the 40. Wright is gone. Alexander Wright got 2 blocks, 102 yards, touchdown.
I said it was a day of big plays. It's just nothing but big plays. The Cowboys are a playoff team.
Wow. Wow.
I do love it so. I do love it so.
Good job. That's way to work in there, Robert. Good job. That's way to hang in there. That's way to hang in there. Good job, Jack. That's way to hang in there, Jack.
Would 1991 be a dark season? Would the Cowboys escape the shadows cast by the imposing teams in the NFC East? On opening day, Dallas saw the light and the season took shape against the Cleveland Browns. Troy Aikman generaled an offense that was opportunistic and decisive in the scoring zone. The 26-14 victory was followed by a crucial game with the arch-rival Redskins, a team rated by most to be the best in the NFC.
Zone 25, Aikman, handoff Smith. At left tackle, pops out to the 30. A block from Wright, gets into the 40, breaking right to the 45.
Holy cow, what a great play.
Touchdown, Emmitt Smith, 75 yards. Thank you very much.
I don't believe the run.
Although it was a brilliant display of wide-open football and a showcase for the brilliance of Emmitt Smith, the Cowboys lost 33-31.
56 is soft and going to be over the top on him. Okay, so that should be a good play for us.
A heartbreaking loss was followed by a back-breaking defeat to the Philadelphia Eagles. The 23-0 defeat to the Bully Boys in Green had no silver linings. 90 yards of offense, 11 sacks, and their 8th straight loss to a bitter enemy added up to agony and self-doubt.
You know, we ran into a wall with the Eagles, and that's when we said, oh man, we're not as good as we think we are. We got to play every game as hard as we played the Washington game, and then maybe we'll be a playoff team.
Week 4 brought clear skies and clear sailing for the Cowboys against the Phoenix Cardinals.
Aikman, handoff Smith, big hole up the middle midfield. The 40, Smith with a whole field. The 22 men chasing. Smith the 10, Emmitt Smith, 60 yards, touchdown Cowboys. Thank you very much yet again.
With a 2-2 record, the Cowboys met the Super Bowl champion Giants in a test that would determine whether they would pass or fail this season. The Giants explored all of Texas Stadium, but rarely found the end zone, as the Cowboy defense created opportunities and carved out points.
Throws it out to Jared Bunch, the rookie at the 20. Fumble! Horton picks it up. 15, 10. Horton, touchdown, Cowboys!
Well, the Giants are stunned, and I think a lot of the Cowboys are, and I certainly am.
Aikman straight drop, throws right. Urban at the 5. Urban fighting Collins. Touchdown, Michael Urban!
Leading 21-16 with just over a minute remaining, Cowboy hopes of snapping a 6-game losing streak to the Giants rested on one play.
I mean, I
Reich Holt owes this football team, not just because of this game, but for a couple of other plays. It's time for Reich Holt to make a play. I would think the Giants will keep picking on him on that side. He's going to have the opportunity.
Here's second down. Hostetler back to throw. No pressure. Deep to the end zone on the right sideline. The ball's intercepted by Isaac Holt.
Reich Holt! You don't think that shower's going to feel better to him right now?
47 guys believing, 47 guys hanging in there for 4 quarters. Hey, super job, because you could have gotten down, you know, when they got on top of you, and you could have said, oh, here it goes again. But those days are over with. It's not going to be, here it goes again.
We finally jump over the hurdle and get the bear off our back.
After that game, you know, we just said, hey, you know, we could play with anybody. We really can play with anybody.
A winning attitude translated into victories.
A little pressure from Jeffcoat. Throws it out, intercepted by Horton at the 35. The sideline to midfield. Looking for a block from Brown. Runs to the 20. And for the second week in a row, it is touchdown, Ray Horton.
All right, Ray, and what a play he made.
The Cowboys defeated the Packers. And then behind Pro Bowl quarterback Troy Aikman, they outgunned the Cincinnati Bengals. Defenses were left on the practice fields as both teams rolled up almost 60 points and 800 yards of total offense. The Cowboys' third straight victory reflected the depth and wellspring of youth on the team. Running back Ricky Blake was a stand-in who stood out. And for the first time in team history, the defense registered a touchdown in 3 consecutive games thanks to rookie linebacker Dixon Edwards.
And Esiason back to throw. Steps up, pass hit, intercepted Dixon Edwards at the 35. Right sideline, right step, touchdown for the rookie Dixon Edwards. 31 yards.
The Dallas Cowboys were back, and so were their fans. Never bashful at home, Cowboy faithful crept out of hiding on the road. The fever for America's team was illustrated by jam-packed Texas Stadium, which was sold out for every home game for the first time since 1986. And while there was a parade of hits on the field, there was a hit parade in the stands as everyone joined in to jam to the Cowboys' winning beat.
Our fans have developed confidence in their team and our staff and the direction we're going out there. And consequently, that has created so much excitement in the Metroplex.
Exciting was the perfect word for Cowboy special teams, units that specialized in organized mayhem and destruction. Tasks that once seemed so routine to Cowboy opponents now became risky adventures. The team established a club record with 4 blocked punts this season. And while Cowboy special teams create turnovers, they also turned games around by scoring touchdowns on 4 separate occasions.
And they blocked it. Robert Williams in midair. Touchdown, Cowboys. Robert Williams, big play man, has put Dallas in front.
Get something down here, Chief. Kenny, stripping the ball. Gang tackle. Try to rip it out.
The defense was both resilient and relentless. The secondary included Ray Horton, Bill Bates, Kenneth Gant, Robert Williams, James Washington, and Isaac Holt. The defense was undersized, but never overmatched. Rookie cornerback Larry Brown, number 24, took wrong turns, but ended up in the right places. The 12th round draft pick played like a first rounder, totally confounding both draft experts and expert receivers. What was crystal clear to every observer was the dramatic impact of Russell Maryland, the #1 pick in the entire NFL.
He's a unique individual. Whatever it takes to be at the top of his game, whatever it takes to be one of the best in his field, that's what he'll do.
We're going to put Russell in situations where we're lining him up inside or outside, prodding the football and giving him a chance just to use quickness and leverage more than size and strength.
Maryland's quickness, feel for the game, and all-out hustle make him a natural to follow in the Cowboy tradition at defensive tackle set by former greats Bob Lilly and Randy White. The rapid development of both Maryland and Brown can be traced to Jimmy Johnson and his energetic staff, a tireless group of teachers, motivators, and innovators.
Believe in each other, make plays, swarm, pursue.
And that's a great job of turning him by and sinking your shoulder in there. Hell of a job.
More aggressive on the sink technique, okay, what they're doing. No, I'm just talking in general.
Both the coaches and players would be severely tested by a series of games that began with an ugly loss to the Lions. The Cowboys rebounded with a victory over the Cardinals, and the next week they were on a roller coaster ride against the Oilers in the Battle of Texas when they ran off the rails in overtime.
Real careful with it here.
The Oilers 25, and Aikman gives it to Emmitt Smith, bounces out right, a great block from Eric Williams. He runs to the 20. He fumbles the football, and the Oilers have it at the 14-yard line.
The Cowboys have the game won, and it's the first fumble that Emmitt Smith has lost all year.
It was not meant to be a lucky Game 11 against the Giants at the Meadowlands, as the Cowboys rolled snake eyes with the men in stripes.
Giants adjust defensively. Aikman back to throw. Stands, has all day. Now runs it up. Now dumps it left flat. Emmitt Smith fumbles the ball, and it's ruled incomplete. It was ruled. No, now they give it to the Giants.
Well, the Cowboys, as you would expect, they're arguing about this and hoping for a replay. I don't think he's ever got possession.
3 losses in 4 games left the Cowboys with a 6-5 record and heading blindly toward certain disaster against the Redskins.
Well, you know, we don't need no speech today. We just want to play Washington. We feel we can beat Washington. And then Coach Johnson came in, he looked around, man, everybody was tense, waiting for him to say his speech or whatever to get everybody going. He just said, hey, let's go. Boom, we jumped out there on the skins, and it was all over capital punishment.
Yes, baby, yes!
Facing the undefeated Redskins, the best team in pro football, the Cowboys mustered both heart and soul and saved their season.
Damn nice run, cuz. That's nice. Somebody big power.
Now the Willis kick to Irvin. Oh, it's an onside kick, and it's loose. And the Redskins, I think, have recovered at the 4. Wait a minute. The Cowboys have recovered an onside kick. Oh, man, they are letting out all the stops today. And 3 receivers go right. Maybe they're going to go Big Ben. Straight drop, no rush, and they are Big Benning it to the end zone. This will be a prayer up in the air, and it might be caught. It's a touchdown. It's a touchdown. Oh, Big Ben struck midnight. Oh, it's got to be your day.
But the clock almost struck midnight on the Cowboys when Troy Aikman was lost for the season.
A lot of football left. Don't worry about this. Can't go now. We'll do it again some other time, baby.
The team lost its quarterback, but not its will, as backup Steve Berline led them to victory.
And throws it left, and Irvin caught it at the 5, and he walks in, touchdown. The sweet sound of the silence in this building is absolutely stunning.
I think it's the biggest and the best Cowboys win since they beat the Giants in 1985 to win the NFC East.
Super job of working. Hey, super job of believing, just like what we talked about at practice. Hey, you know, when you ever go after a big gorilla, you don't ever hit him lightly. You hit him with everything you got. Yeah!
Hey, Cowboys! Who's number 1? Cowboys! Who's gonna ride his car?
The Cowboys were riding tall in the saddle when they met the Steelers in Game 13.
facing a blitz. He stands, he throws it right. Irvin crossing pattern, caught it. Might go 45, 40, 30 to the 20. A man to beat. Woodson will get him at the 10. Irvin breaks free. Michael Irvin scores. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Triumphs over the Steelers and Saints set up a showdown with the Cowboys' bitterest foe.
There's probably been ball games where we have been intimidated, out-hit, out-physical. It was probably the Philadelphia games over the last couple of years.
Damn it, baby!
We can get the 0-4 pass!
Ken Norton, Jimmy Jones, Tony Casillas, Jim Jeffcoat, and Tony Tolbert chased down and smothered the Eagle offense.
Kelvin Martin at the 15-yard line avoids a rush up the middle, 25, 30, a cut right at the 40, still going at midfield. Kelvin Martin has brought this one all the way for a Dallas touchdown.
The Cowboys led 15-13 when the Eagles' jinx was finally broken by an 80-yard drive and 3 perfectly executed plays late in the fourth quarter.
All right, thunderous Philly crowd exhorting their defense. Play fake by Burline. First down pass, Novacek at midfield. Now to the 48-yard line of Philadelphia. Second down 8, Dallas. At the Eagle 41, Burline to throw. Has time, throws to the left sideline. Irvin at the 25. Makes a move to the left sideline. Now around out into the 15-yard line. Brilliance by Michael Irvin. Brilliance.
Let's go. Oh, come on, baby. Put it away. Put it away. Put it away.
Line rolling right, wants to throw. Chase. Throws it on the run. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Is it Michael Irvin or Michelangelo?
And that sends everybody at the vet home, and it's going to send the Dallas Cowboys to the playoffs.
We showed them. We shot them.
An incredible win. They took it to the biggest, baddest defense in the sport and jammed it right down their throat.
We did it. We carried it out. We can do it.
The march to the playoffs was soldiered by the foot sloggers of the offensive line: Nate Newton, Mark Stepnoski, John Gizak, Mark Tuinei, Eric Williams, Alan Weingrad, Kevin Gogan, and Dale Hellestray. There was a battering ram of a fullback named Darrell Johnston. Quarterbacks Troy Aikman and Steve Burline found an inviting new target in Alvin Harper. The immense skills of the first-round draft choice were evident to all those with a discerning eye for talent.
He gets as accomplished as Irvin at getting out and getting off people, what have you.
While the rookie proved a wise investment, the blue-chip hands of Jay Novacek earned him the accolades accorded in All-Pro. While Kelvin Martin and Ace Wright spiced this varied offensive mix, there were 2 main ingredients, 2 players whose futures were bonded together, whose interlocking skills lifted their team to exalted levels.
Showtime. You know what I mean?
Michael Irvin loves the heat of battle and the glow of the spotlight. But number 88 is more grit than glitz, for he plies his trade over the middle, where the meek do not inherit the turf. The playmaker gained more yards than any receiver in the NFL and contributed big play after big play during the stretch run to the playoffs.
Burline 5 steps, a bullet to Irvin over the 35, it's 2 going, and Michael Irvin will score. Michael Irvin stops at the 1, turns around, shows him the ball, spins it in, touchdown.
Playmaker. What I do?
Make plays.
Nothing but make plays, baby. Give me an opportunity. Opportunity to make plays. Let's go.
Where there was Irvin, there was always Emmitt Smith. And they became the first players from the same team to lead the NFL in receiving and rushing in the same season. Smith was the Houdini of running backs, escaping the shackles and constraints of defenses, disappearing, then reappearing out of nowhere. What was not an illusion was Emmitt Smith's toughness and durability. Of the 406 rushes by Cowboy runners, Smith carried on 365 of them. In the dirty war played inside the tackles, he made the ugly yards seem pretty and the easy ones dazzling.
Runs a draw. Emmitt Smith up the middle, 25. Comes right to the 20. A block from Martin to the 10. Smith, touchdown.
Behind Smith and Urban, the Cowboys entered the playoffs for the first time since 1985. A victory would crown this shining season.
It'll put that sweet star, you know, that sweet star in the season, just like on a nice tree, you have that nice star. It'll put that sweet star in the season. That's what we got to do. We got to win.
Got to make it all day, baby. Play. We need the ball. Turnovers and touchdowns, baby. That's what we need. Let's go. Let's go now. Ain't no feet to the front, guys. Let's go, baby. All on the line. Show.
What's that, Cowboys? What's that now, Cowboys? We here, baby. We here. We here now.
The Cowboys will have it first down and 10 at the Chicago 10-yard line.
Draw! Draw pass! Pressure! Sack him, get there, yeah!
Armed with a 5-game victory streak, which included road wins over the Redskins and Eagles, the Cowboys played the Bears in Soldier Field with the confidence of a seasoned playoff team. The defense was bone-jarring, at its best in the crunch and in the clutch at the goal line.
Fourth down and short at the Cowboys 2, the 13th play of the drive. Man in motion right, toss right, Neil Anderson at the 5, he's stopped at
the 4. Good work, Big Russ. Coming home, bringing it home.
Bolstered by its defense, the Cowboy offense cashed in on almost every scoring opportunity.
And off again, Smith diving over the top, touchdown for Emmitt Smith. Harbaugh with 1:12 in the game. Back to throw. Little pressure now. Hit as he throws over the middle. Intercepted by Bill Bates at the 30-yard line. Bill Bates saves the day at the 30-yard line. And the Cowboys now just kill the last minute 4, and they go home.
Although the Cowboys would drop out of the championship chase the next week, the 11-5 regular season and a 17-13 playoff victory over the Bears marked a return to glory for America's team. Led by Jimmy Johnson and Jerry Jones, the team had made the jump to the playoffs from a one-victory season faster than any team since 1960. But numbers were not the measure of this team, for they were a team that was back among the best, a team that had returned to glory.